Hi, I'm Kev. I run the B company at the moment from the Barbican Theatre Performance Training. Welcome to the B-Hive for anyone that's not part of that training at the moment. So this video is to kind of set up an idea of what we might want to do while we're in isolation and how we can keep our creativity going. So this is particularly for B Company, but anyone else can get involved in this, but I'd be interested in finding out some of the results. So for those budding writers, first of all, so we're thinking about monologues. We're on our own a lot, so why not work with monologues within our performance training? And let's work with a camera. So but we're going to start with writing. So those that want to write, my challenge is to create a monologue, a piece of writing, and we'll call them the isolation plays, and we'll see what comes out of these, or the isolation monologues. So it's one person, one character I want you to think of, and a place why they're in isolation. It could be in isolation for many reasons. We're in isolation at the moment, but we could be in isolation. That person could be in space on their own, they could be trapped in a cave, they could be in prison, they could be deciding to be isolated, they could be living in the wilderness, they could be kind of living off grid for a while, and then think about who they might be talking to, so where they're going to send this message to, why are they recording this message, and what do they want to say. So that could be a video blog, or a vlog, is what a video blog is, isn't it? It could be a vlog, it could be a kind of a Skype call, could be a kind of a conference call, it could be a kind of a tutorial on a video line, it could be a letter to someone they're saying out loud, it could be a prayer, it could be whatever it is. And I want you to create a little bit of text around that. It could be 5 words long, 5 lines long, 5 paragraphs long, 5 pages long. Don't really mind, but to get some stuff out and see where we go from there. Great way of I like to write. Everyone writes differently, but here's a little task about how you might want to write. Is I quite work with free writing quite a lot. So free writing is it's a bit like you just splurge all your guts out onto a page. You don't stop writing. So if it was a pen and paper, what I would be doing is I'd be thinking about my character. I'd be thinking about a phrase that's important to them, or a starting point, and I will keep writing that line again and 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 again until something else comes out of it. And I'll do that for 5 minutes, and then when you feel like you want to write, your brain kind of catches up and writes something else, you'll end up with this random mash of different texts. Then I'll look back at that and then think about specific points to develop to create a monologue. So that might be a starting point for you. And then we'll see where we go with these, particularly B Company. I think it'd be really interesting to kind of get some text down, and then we'll start looking at delivering it to camera. And we'll look at kind of the acting craft of solo work, camera work, digital work. If you're not a writer and you really hate writing and you don't want to do any of the writing stuff, and you're part of the B Company, I would urge you to kind of think about trying to find some text about a character that's in isolation. As in, I don't know, Robinson Crusoe, isolated on a desert island. Yeah, thinking about kind of famous texts from either real texts from people, I don't know, Nelson Mandela in a prison cell, kind of thinking about kind of where these might be, and kind of all from films, and kind of we can work with those monologues as well, those texts. Yeah, there's my challenge. It's quite a long one. Probably could have made it a lot more concise and clean in my delivery about it, but have a play and see what comes back. Cheers, bye.